It's Monday, July 13th, 2009, and this is the Morning Swim Show. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings, reporting to you from the IU Natatorium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Behind me is the ready room that every swimmer had to go through before they swam their races here at the USA Swimming Nationals. Let's take you through the process that everyone had to go through before each race. The process is fairly simple. Just walk into the room and make sure one of the two referees know you're checking in. In the past, all you had to do was tell them your name. Now you have to tell them your name and physically show them what suit you're wearing. Then they'll make sure you're only wearing one suit. Once they've checked you off, you're shown to the row for your heat, and all that's left is to sit and wait to swim. The suit's logo must be shown to the referee, and no one is exempt from this. Not swimmers in early heats, NCAA champions, Olympic champions, or world record holders. Other than checking the suit, the mood in the ready room is pretty much the same as it's always been since ready rooms began. There are some with an unwavering and intense focus just minutes before they swim, and some take the time to laugh with fellow competitors. But no matter what the mood is, there will always be a teammate, or two if necessary, to get you into your suit. Once your suit is on and the referee calls your heat, it's time to parade out to your lane and race. Officials said this procedure probably won't be in place at the U.S. Open or Junior Nationals later this month. They also said the often chaotic atmosphere they experienced in Indianapolis won't be seen at the World Championships, where officials will be more vigilant about the suits and likely won't just let swimmers go on just a quick glance. There will be two phases of the ready room. One will be where they check the suits, and then they will be guided to another room where they will sit and wait to race. Our thanks to the officials at USA Swimming for giving us the exclusive access to the ready room. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk to an astronaut who has a great connection to swimming.
Hi, I'm Ben Wildman-Tabriner, and in my professional opinion, you should come to the Fitter and Faster Tour. Visit swimchampions.com.
Welcome back to the Morning Swim Show, everybody. To my left here is Mike Massimino. Now, Mike has been in space, and he just got back. Mike, tell us what you were doing up there.
Well, the main objective for our mission was to go up to the Hubble Space Telescope, the telescope that's in space, takes all these fancy pictures that we see. And we went up there with the space shuttle, grabbed it, put it in the payload bay, and then we did 5 spacewalks. I was outside for 2 of those spacewalks, and we mainly gave it an overhaul. We gave it new batteries, new gyroscopes so it could point, some new instruments so it could look even further into the universe. And then we set it on its way, and we packed things up and came home. So that's what we did for 13 days.
And I'm sure a lot of people were having fun following you along. Astro Mike is what you were known on Twitter. How fun was that to do that in outer space?
It was great to do that. It's going into space is such a cool experience, and it's a very unique experience. And my only regret is that I can't take all my friends with me. I can't take my wife and my children. And great to have you along too, Jeff. But we just can't do that. We can't fit everybody in there. So I try to look for ways to share the experience as much as possible. And this was a great way to do it. It's nice and quick. 140 character limit, so you couldn't go on forever, and it was easy to do, and it gave me a chance to at least try to share the experience with everyone.
Now, usually when astronauts go up into space, they take some stuff with them, kind of memorabilia, and they take it back and give it to people and say, this has been outer space. But to my recollection, this is the first time that something swimming related has been to outer space. Tell us what that was and how it got to go with you on the Atlantis.
I think you're right, Jeff. I think this is the first time we've ever had anything swimming related that I know of either. But what happened was my son, Daniel, who is here with me today, is 14 years old, and he's a swimmer. He swims throughout the year. And a couple of years ago when I got assigned to the flight, I asked him, I go, hey, Dan, what do you think I should take into space? Generally you take something for your schools or for an organization that you admire or you work with or someone you look up to or whatever. And he says, what I think you should do, Dad? And I go, what? And he's looking off to the side of his wall. He's got a picture of Michael Phelps on a wall and swimming. And he goes, I think you should take Michael Phelps a swim cap in space. And I said, well, why should I do that, Dan? He says, well, look, he goes, this is a couple years ago before the latest Olympics. He goes, you know, Phelps is a great swimmer. He's gonna win more gold medals, right? That's great. He goes, also, if you look at the cap, it says USA on it. It's got the American flag. You know, it's very patriotic. And third, he says, it's light and it's small, so he can get on the shuttle easy. It won't cost a lot of money to take it up with. I go, you're a genius. You know, those are 3 very good points. And so we contacted USA Swimming, and sure enough, they were interested. Michael was interested, and they sent us a cap. We packed it away on the space shuttle and flew it in space. And tonight's the night we get to give it back to Michael.
And of course, as everybody knows out there, you know, I'm sure that the value of that cap increased monumentally after he won his 8 gold medals in Beijing.
All I know is I'm going to be glad to give it back to him, so I don't have to worry about losing it. So when he gets it back, I'm going to be very happy. Yeah, it has a lot of significance for us, you know, for us as astronauts, as Americans, as a swim family. You know, it's an honor for us to be able to take that with us, not just for Michael, but to honor all the folks involved with swimming. You know, these kids work incredibly hard. I am amazed at how hard they work and the dedication they have. So it was our honor as astronauts to take this cap with us. So it has a lot of sentimental value as well. But yeah, you're probably right. You probably get something for it on eBay. But I'm going to give it to Michael, and it's going to be his problem to deal with. So.
You were on the Morning Swim Show a few months before you went out into space. Yeah. You told us all the things you're going to be doing, and ever since then we've had a few emails and people ask, you know, a lot of questions about the logistics of it. But one of the big questions was, you know, is he going to be able to wear that cap in space? Did you ever put it on?
I did not. The story with the cap was when I handed in, it's an official flight item. And we're allowed to take just a very few of those. And when it's logged in as an official flight item, it is vacuum packed. It's actually still in the packaging, and it was packed away. It was, you know, labeled with a number, and it was put away in a container, and then put in a locker that we did not have access to. Mainly, I don't think they want us screwing around with it and wrecking it, but amongst other things. But no, I'm just joking. But they put it away, and we took good care of it, and then we get it back after the flight. So we didn't get a chance to take it out and swim with it. Although you are floating all the time, so you could practice all your strokes, but without the swim cap.
I think that might be the new training philosophy is take swimmers out into space and have them experience the weightlessness. That would
be something to do. You know, we do practice in the water a lot. We for our spacewalks, we practice in a gigantic pool that we have. We put our spacesuits on and we get inside of it. They get us neutrally buoyant and enables us to practice our spacewalk. So there is a swim element in there. We have to be able to swim in order to do that. We have to pass our own little swim tests, but. So yeah, water is involved.
And one of the things you're doing here, we're in the Aqua Zone here at the U.S. Nationals, and you're going to be signing autographs for some of the kids. And later on in a ceremony, you're going to be actually giving the cap back to Michael. Yeah. And I understand this is your first Nationals. What are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing some cool swimming. We were here for the prelims. My son is with me, and we saw some of the prelims this morning, and that was exciting enough. So I just can't imagine what it's going to be like here for the finals tonight.
Well, we've been here when world records and American records are broken, and I'll tell you, it's electric. You won't want to miss that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's very exciting.
Mike, thanks so much for joining us, and it was a pleasure following you along on your journeys to outer space, and welcome back.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Thanks for your interest.
All right. Well, that's the Morning Swim Show for today. Join us on Tuesday. We'll bring you some interviews that we didn't bring you from the U.S. Nationals. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.
Unforgettable.